if Derek's on, I don't. Some of the people that I know jump on my Facebook. I don't know if I necessarily want to hear
Right.
language.
Yeah.
So, it's not as crucial to be on Facebook
No.
because I only have friends and family following that. So
Right. Are we still planting? Yes.
yeah, I moved to the next month.
Okay.
And we're gonna finish. I decided since we're already got the big buds all set up, we were gonna go ahead and finish
Okay.
planting everything before we move on to because we got more to harvest this month.
Okay.
So we'll get. I don't know if we'll get it all done tonight. There's 4 fields to do, so
That's all right.
um
Starting on this end where it was parked, like I said,
yeah.
the graphics haven't completely loaded in, so hopefully I'm not running into you yet. I saw you at the end.
No,
Alrighty.
you're not gonna.
Well, I kind of hope
I
Derek
can
pops
actually
in.
I can actually see where you're planting. I just can't see you.
Oh, well, yeah. I got my face cam. Oh, hey, the Vineyard Farmhouse. Okay, I've been a subscriber for a while. Watch some of your live streams. Pretty good. Talk about hobby farm, correct? Something along those. Yeah, hopefully Derek hops in chit chat. Actually, I got some. I want him to talk about his boats or find out about that because I've been watching some of the junkyard digs and they've been screwing around with boats again. And
Yeah, I saw that.
well, there was a
Well,
one of the
I'd seen the I don't know
it
whatever you call it, the new video alert.
yeah, it's pretty good. So watch it when you can. Well, and then there's there's that one. That totally looked like a Derek kind of boat. You know, good enough, but basically had to tear out the whole lower end and everything, which gave me some flashbacks. Yeah. Okay, you do grapes. All right, cool. My sister and brother-in-law, they actually have some grapevines. They're gonna do. It's on the new property. But yeah, I've caught a couple of your live streams. Interesting stuff. This is kind of a weekly stream we do. And Chris here, or Soul Crusher 52X, we talk about anything that interests us. Get a few random topics here, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Uh, well, the folks got finished up with wheat harvest. You know, they were trying to start 4th of July, but you know how that kind of weather kind of
Yeah.
didn't hold out for that,
Nope.
and it kept raining. Well, you kind of rained off and on,
Yeah.
so they'd
Yeah,
have to wait a
cuz
couple days. Have to wait a couple days to dry out. They'd mess around in the mud and get a little cut, and then they'd have to pull out of then it'd rain, and then they'd have to wait till it dried up. So they just got finished up. Oh, and then there's the flat tire, new tubes and tires only like a year ago, and on the combine, and came to start up in the morning, tire was flat. I mean, broke the bead, all that, everything. They called in OK Tire, tire truck to come and do it. Back in the day, I know what we'd been doing. We'd be jagging it up and we'd have the we'd have the portable compressor and jag it up, and my dad would slather in the tire. Well, actually, we'd put it. They had tubes in them. They can be run tubeless, but we've always just ran tubes because you get rim leaks and such. Even though we've cleaned them up and painted them twice, we do it every time the put tires on it. Let's see. Yeah, your community. Yeah, homesteading. I guess that's what it is. I always thought it was hobby farming, but it's, yeah, homesteading. Yeah, and I've caught some of your live streams where you're doing yeah, make or you have guests that are makers doing some laser cutting or laser engraving and stuff. And actually, speaking of that kind of stuff, I just recently finally pulled the trigger after like 4 years of hemming and hawing and looking around. Got myself a 3D printer, but told myself I'd model something first before I'd buy it, so I'd have a reason to print something. And I know you can download stuff, but I didn't want to just rely on other people. And I knew if I got stuck, I have my trusty friend Chris here, who's farming right next to me in game. I could send it to him because he's an engineer by trade. So I haven't got stuck yet. Needed to send you a drawing or anything. It might happen.
What have you been making lately? Because we haven't talked about it in a while.
No,
in like a month, we haven't talked about it.
Yeah, that's right. I haven't made anything of note. Just a few things around the, helpful things around the house. I made a little holder for the chicken coop remote it's the remote for the automatic door. It's just a little plastic holder thing modeled up just to see. And that's for the automatic door. Let's see. I got ice cream. Let's see. Tucker's been modeling up some stuff. Been working on making a model of his school, like the outside. So, like, I took some screenshots of like Google Earth so I could see what the shape is and stuff. We haven't printed that. He's not done that, but he's doing it all himself, and it's pretty accurate. For those out watching, he's only 6 years old right now, so it's pretty good. But other than that, I haven't really done anything of note or value, but I do have a project, long-term project, that I will be printing up some stuff. So it's a diorama or model build. And I don't know if I'll tease it. Yeah, I won't, because it's going to be a while. Because, well, that's one thing I wanted to talk about is why we're doing it tonight. We were going to do it last night, but I decided to work on the rental, and I got to put a new subfloor. Where you had to level your floor, jack up your floor.
Yep. And
we talked about that on stream. Well, it's not a very big part, but it's all hardwood, 1/4-inch hardwood. I have to cut out a section, and because it's rotted. Good thing is the joists and all that's right. Got all that. Is there a strip down the middle? I can't tell.
There might be a couple pieces.
Okay. Yeah, I've restored several old toy tractors and trucks and other metal things. I got those on YouTube. It's been a few years back. I haven't been doing that lately, just because, again, wrong thing. These controllers have too. Yeah, I haven't done too many. I haven't, well, at least for stream, I haven't, on stream or video, I haven't Okay, so we're done here. We're going to the next field, right, and I'm coming.
Not right across, because we're doing wheat.
Oh, okay.
So I'm waiting for you, but we're gonna go.
I'm getting there.
Cause the one right across, we're gonna do barley in that one.
Okay.
I'm trying to mix the products,
That's probably good.
get a good mixture of stuff in there.
Oh, I mean, this is completely off topic, but of course that was over more 4th of July, and it's been a while since then. But I noticed Luke, he was scheduled to play in Hastings, I think,
Yeah.
and that of course got postponed, rained out
Yep.
because of all that rain.
Yep. They did. I think they did it the next night, or they were
Yeah, they did
supposed
it
to.
the next night, but I'm sure they didn't get as big a crowd because weekenders back to lane. Okay, I'll start at the other.
Oops.
So vineyard farmhouse. Um, homesteading. I kind of understand, but what does all that entail? Why don't you kind of enlighten enlighten me? Kind of like city folk looking for rural life, or is it just kind of going back to a simpler life? Am I on the right track there? Yeah, I need to get back to some restorations, but again with kids, and like I said, I'm turning over a rental property, and I got upgrades to do, and putting a whole new kitchen in there. It's in a well over 100-year-old house. I think built in like 1910 or something, but hasn't really been truly updated since, like most of them. Chris, you've seen it sort of.
Yeah.
Putting a new kitchen in, gonna make it real nice. I redid the entire bathroom and everything. Explain a little bit what's going on with virtual farming. I'll tell you what, Chris, uh, is who kind of got me into it, but I kind of just come here for the working part. But why don't you kind of explain what the game? It's a simulation, is what it is. But
Yeah.
you play it trying to do the make the money and buy the land and all that. I mean, what we're doing here
Yeah.
is just more.
This is Welker Farm. That's why we're driving the big buds.
Which is a real farm in Montana, kind of a well-known one.
Yeah. Yep. It's a
So,
well-known YouTube farm.
side note, Big Buds were at Husker Harvest Days years and years and years ago, so I saw them once in person back when they were newer.
I have not seen it. I was actually thinking about maybe going to Husker Harvest Days this year because I'm not working the overtime, so I might actually be able to go for once.
I haven't been in a long time. I'd like to go. I'd have to make a trip back, but I should plan it out, especially because the kids are getting stuff. They'd like it now, definitely. But
But
yeah, anyway,
anyways,
go ahead.
this is not an exact map of what they actually run around there, but it's kind of close. It was something that Farm Sim made as a DLC a few years ago, on I think 17. Um, but yeah, we're just kind of messing around with. We wanted to play with the big buds, and it's a nice open big map.
But explain the game.
Kind of let
I
us.
guess explain the game like if you're playing it to quote role play as a farmer. I mean,
Well,
like
the game
the
itself,
contracts
you
and
can,
all that stuff.
yeah, the game itself, you can set it up however you want to. Really, it's a sandbox game, but um, you can go about building your farm any certain way. Like you can do contracts for other farmers and make money that way while you're waiting for your crop to grow, or um, you can do logging. There's a whole bunch of different types of crops in the game. We're still in I don't know if you call this late summer or early fall, but um, we're planting wheat. We just got done like the month before planting canola, which canola isn't really a thing over here in the U.S.
Yeah,
or at least not in our area.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's more of a northern more Canada. They rapeseed, but yeah, it's just a simulation game. It's and for what it is, it's pretty accurate in how it does things. I mean, obviously, it's not accurate down to. I mean, your machines they wear down, but you just click a button, repair them, and it costs you money. But so it's not like all of a sudden you'll blow a tire or something. Like if you run over something. They do have things like you turn on crop damage and things like that, so you have to not drive over your crop and right here.
yeah, don't
Gonna
get
clip
the
clip it.
telephone poles will
Oh
be
shoot!
fine. There's but the
In
tree
real
you'll
life,
get
you
hung
couldn't
up
turn
on.
this tight with a. Speaking of that, and you kind of remember, Chris. We did have a John Deere 8430, which is a 4-wheel drive articulated, kind of like the Internationals. Remember the number, but big buckets are kind of built, or the cases, I mean, are more like they're built off of Steigers, like Steigers. I think the first. Speaking of which, I got this. I'm kind of in contact with this other YouTuber that he's from Nebraska, northeast Nebraska. I'm not where, but oh, more closer to the like Yankton, South Dakota. But anyway, I ran across his channel. He kind of younger kid, but messes around with old John Deere, Johnny Poppers, twin cell, such, and kind of in the works to maybe uh, have him pop in like a true podcast deal. Maybe I'd have him come in while we're doing this, but he Discord. But I got to get it all set up. I kind of wanted to talk to him about just old tractors, kind of just some of the history and what we like of the tractors we know, like and didn't like the old stuff. Both of us come off of our family farms where you know we definitely didn't yet run new stuff.
No,
We couldn't afford new stuff.
nope.
We were always driving at least bare minimum at least about 20-year-old equipment, even when we were little. I mean, I again drove tractors from the late 50s and into the 60s. Our other stuff was later 70s, early 80s. And as we rated,
Yeah.
probably the newest thing we got when it was almost new. It was only 15 years old, and I thought, wow, we're really big time. Because it was only 15 years old. And we didn't have to. Well, and me, my folks, we buy something before we even drive it, we gotta basically restore it or replace. I mean, not that it needs everything, but basically bring everything back up to new standards.
Yeah.
That's what we always had to do. It didn't matter if it was a semi truck, trailer, semi truck, semi trailer, or piece, tillage equipment or whatever. We'd go through all the bearings or whatever. And most people would just run her until a bearing goes out and then fix it. No, we just buy all the bearings ahead of time and put them in before that old disc or whatever went right in the ground. Just so we didn't have to worry about being in the field and a wheel fall off or something. Disc gang fall. So yeah, that's kind of how we grew up. But yeah, you're renovating an old farmhouse. Yeah, a lot of people do that. They definitely need some renovation because layouts and stuff just aren't functional modern modern way we want things.
Yeah.
On the rental, everything else too. I left a little bit of a.
Yeah, I saw that.
You gonna grab that strip?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll wait down at this end.
If you remember where that field was that was across the road from where we were
Oh,
planted,
okay.
you
We're
can
gonna
just do
do
that
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yep. Know where that is.
If you could switch your seed type to barley.
Oh, I see. Barley. Oh.
Yeah.
Wish it was that easy in real life. Oh, actually, I happened on my lunch break. I happened to be watching. I put it on YouTube, but I saw a dealer film, and it was for uh well, yeah, it was John Deere. It was John Deere dealer film. But it was kind of more like it was made like it was like 64, and it was kind of doing the history up till then, and uh and that talked about, John Deere bought hand brunt drills, seeding equipment, such, and they showed that, but then they showed the modern version, the you know 60s version, their drill, and the guy was bucketing his seedweed out of the back of his pickup, and which that's the way you did it then, but most there wasn't such thing as a drill fill auger. That's the thing. I can remember we did that up until God, like the early 90s. I remember having to clean out the back of the pickup, that silver pickup, when it was brand new. That was 1985. And we would uh, fill it up with seed wheat. And then that was because sister were still kind of little at that, or we weren't driving. Uh, it was our job to fill the 5-gallon buckets and put them in the back of the pickup. Dad could just grab them. We had like about 10 of them and stuff, and then he dump them in, and then he could get to going, get to drilling wheat. But I thought it was hilarious in the, this is a dealer video, like, film, like, but I got to thinking, it's like, well, no, they didn't have much different than that. There was no auger wagons yet, that kind of thing either.
I don't remember ever helping with seed wheat, other than I just knew that we had it in a separate grain bin, grain store area, and we'd fill up the truck. And I guess I just thought, or maybe saw it a couple times, I just thought they just lifted the box of the truck up and dumped it right in, but except for they used the smaller gates so that they could restrict it.
Yeah. Right, yeah. If you had the 2 small gates on the side. Yeah, no, I mean, that's the difference, is a little bit different. Most kids, like, everywhere my folks went, we went in tow. Well, and when we were, like I said, like when we were little, like, because some of our ground isn't right around our farmhouse there. We had this little brown pup tent, and we'd be there all day, pitch that tent, and we'd have books or coloring books or something, toys, whatever, and we'd just play there. And while mom and dad were in the tractors or run back and get some lunch or something like that, and I wouldn't work in the field. Same with like harvest time. Of course, we rode in the combine, right in the trucks. A treat. Ride back and forth to the elevator and get the free popcorn.
Free popcorn,
and I remember always liking it when we were going to Alma, because they had the suckers, but the safety suckers, they were a loop on the end rather than the stick, so it didn't fell down.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
but see, like the Rip City elevator, they just had popcorn. But the Rip City elevator, though, had a pop machine, a glass bottle pop machine.
Exactly, that's what Stanford had too, and that was a real treat to get a
put a quarter in there. And, it was a quarter. I remember for the longest time. Then it went to 50 cents. But it was honest to God pop bottles, and popcorn machine there. And of course, that's when the pits, elevator pits, were small, and like when we got our big truck and our semi, it'd take 10 minutes to unload. So you get out and you had time to mess around. Of course, now the pits are big. You 2 minutes, 3 minutes, per hopper, you're done. Yeah, that was always fun. I mean, always hot and no air conditioning in the trucks, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, but you had to have the windows up most of the time, otherwise the dirt. And of course, did you guys ever do Milo?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely had to drive a lot of times, or at least getting in and out of the field, windows up, because stuff's so itchy. That's when we had our Massies, and there wasn't really a nice place to ride along. There was just that little shelf right behind the seat. When I was little, in the 410, Massey 410, combine from the 60s, I could lay up in. Wasn't too cool in there, because that cab, it didn't have air conditioning. It was just like a swamp cooler, water cooler.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing I stumbled on and I watched a little bit of it. It's a dealer promotional film for cleaners. I thought about I thought about you guys. kind of uh kind of fun to just see their, because they were a little different compared to the others as far as their, had the cylinder
Yeah.
down. They had the cylinder down front near the header. I always thought was weird when I saw them. They claim it's, oh, the grain only has to travel 15 or 16 inches, something like that, before it's threshed. Flow through to the down front flow. I don't know. Not too many people ran gleaners around our area, so I always figure it's like, well,
No.
they must not great for corn. Probably were okay for wheat. Seemed like corn. Oh, we didn't have that. Yeah, a little bit of a buffer with the feeder house. Typical combine at that time, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. They all
I don't
basically
know.
they
I
all
don't know if there
basically were
was.
doing the same. I mean, as far as they all were basically doing the same thing. It's just some had bigger or smaller straw walkers or a beater bar. Like Massey's had a beater bar before the cylinder, and then Gleaners had two chaff fans. Everybody else pretty much fun. I mean, little things like that. That's all before rotaries.
Oh, my dog wants out, so I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Got a few people hopped in. Say hello in the chat. Get to use the super chat if you're on YouTube. Throw me a buck or two. That always helps pay for the uh, internet and equipment to make this better. Never have to do that. Watch along, but say hello if you're watching. Watching live.
I'm back for a
Ah,
little bit till she wants back in.
yeah.
We actually we had a gleaner. We got a gleaner header for wheat, but we had a John Deere header for
For
corn.
corn. Yeah. John Deere probably
And then
arguably made probably the best corn.
and then for some reason I thought we always had it, but I can remember distinctly sometime when I was littler that we bought a plate, an adapter plate for the combine to hook up to the header, and I was like, well, if we really needed that, I can't imagine that we ever had that header beforehand. But
Yeah.
I don't ever remember any other header, so but that doesn't mean anything, I guess.
Well, we did soybeans.
Oh,
Uh yeah, well, when we had Massey's, we did beans for a little bit, and so we bought a bean head, but it was a John Deere, so yeah, we had to have an adapter. it run it, but we didn't do dry land. We didn't do beans, which a couple years, and it just wasn't enough rain for. Went back to just Milo and wheat
Oh,
at the time.
Derek's hopping in.
Oh, good deal. Get him
Hopefully he
added to
remembers
this.
he's got to get on Discord.
Yeah. Well, I just joined the one that was just two, so hopefully we get him in there. He's in the game. There we go. Are we?
I don't know. He probably hasn't. He didn't
Well,
pick it
it
up
was
yet.
ringing for. Thought I answered.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
But he didn't.
Oh.
I pushed a call, but
Okay.
he probably doesn't even remember. I say that. That's
Yeah.
kind of mean, but
He's the most he's the most boomery millennial I know. He hasn't kept up with things as much. I'm surprised he even uses a smartphone. And because it's not a school night, oh, pretty much. I so need to get a second monitor. Why don't you try pushing a call to him again? By something. There we go.
Well,
There you go.
well,
Can you
we're
hear
doing
me?
that.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Long time.
are you wanting a tractor or are you just chatting?
Just chat.
But,
Fine with
like,
me.
I'm asking. I'm asking Derek what he wants to do.
I started this adventure with the intent of being done in 3 minutes. So
Which adventure?
Hello.
Still there? We had him.
He's still on the call. It says.
I don't know. He's talking about something, trying to do something 3 minutes or Well, there's old 20. No, I'm not using GPS. That's why I never use that. It's a crutch.
Whatever.
You at work, Swanee? Well, partly I wasn't paying attention there, so I got kind of a wavy line there going. Oh, drop off.
Yep, he did.
Yeah, Swan's in my chat.
His 3 minutes must have been up.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, there we are.
Okay.
There you are.
Why does it? All right, it goes to sleep. I remember. That'll stay awake. I've been sitting here waiting for somebody to say some shit.
Oh, well, we've been
So
talking.
we're like, where'd he go?
Swanee's on my Twitch chat, so you can say hello to him.
Hey, Swan.
I think he's at work, probably on his break. Guessing. That's her yet. Yeah, he watches us at work.
So what are we doing?
Oh, you got
We
off early. So, okay.
Planting.
Planting, I guess we're doing barley in this field, right?
Yep. That's why I say I only have 2 tractors. If you want one, I'll buy another one, but I just need to know.
Where's the little pickup thing?
We're on a different map.
Sold it.
Huh?
Buy a pickup if you want.
Actually, go buy a pickup. He can drive around in the pickup.
Yeah.
He can play
Go buy a pickup. You should have the permissions to do so. He should look. Maybe you haven't joined the farm. No, you're on the farm. Yeah, you should.
No, he's in there. I saw him pop.
I don't know. I don't know how you play like this.
So Swanee,
What?
you get your
I can work with
computer going again?
most people. It is. Not from my era. No, this is how it works. My era it is. Right. If you're gonna argue with me, you can go away. You drive the Suburban like a fucking arrow keypad. So don't give me no shit.
Uh-oh, you just demonetized me probably.
Yeah, well, there's no arrow keys in the Suburban. No, is there? Well, I don't think I drive it weird. You do. We went around the corner. It's like turn, 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 not turn. Well, that's because there's no middle. I always just like try and get the middle, and I can't ever find it.
I hope I'm dead before real cars are driven with arrow keys.
They'll drive themselves by then.
Yeah, they'll drive themselves. So you won't have to worry about it.
Well, that's what I mean. I hope I'm dead. I just hope when the hearse that takes me buries me, someone's actually behind the wheel. It isn't like it isn't Skynet or something.
No, nope. It's gonna. There's not gonna be anybody driving. It's just gonna push a button and it's just gonna take you there.
Or maybe it's like the Matrix and we're all just batteries.
Yeah, down the corners on the highway, I try turning, and then it's like too much, and it's too late. I can't ever find in between. Maybe it's an inexperience thing. It could be. I was referring to fucking turning the corner going to Menards. Yeah. It's funny. I didn't notice it. Yeah, it's because you're doing it. Also, Mom said I was swerving, but I well, that's, I think, what she was trying to figure out. I couldn't feel it. I know, because you're driving. Yeah, it's like different. Oh, this is too many buttons.
I was just saying that before you came in here. He's like, make sure you switch to barley. And I'm like, oh, which button is that?
Well, where's something to drive around in?
Go buy it.
Well,
Go to
how the fuck do I do that?
the shop and
Click just one of these two buttons.
Here. Oh,
oh god, I wish you
idiot.
guys had face cam. This would be hilarious for like a clip reel.
No, I'm sure.
Except these controls for going up and down the site.
You know, we have a keyboard, but you refuse to use it.
No, you refuse to use it.
No, I tried to use my keyboard. The battery's dead.
Oh,
That's what I wanted to do. You went and got a remote.
well, I asked you. Want to try?
Yeah.
This one has a funny horn.
You're right,
Hmm.
Swanee. Keyboards do suck. I can't
I
I
want to
can't
do
do it either. I've got a remote.
I'm using a if you can see it. Using a knockoff, probably whatever Xbox looking controller. It's a I don't know, $14 Amazon special.
We don't have permissions to buy vehicles.
Go get him a vehicle, Chris.
You should have. What? You just want to. Okay. I'll just buy you a pickup.
Should download that mod to that old junker pickup that I have, and
I don't know how you.
Because I think that was a third-party mod. So
But Mario, I guess.
There's a
is
pickup.
third party.
GTA.
if I downloaded another pickup again, it would be that 80s style Chevy
Go up.
square body.
Oh, a square body, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what they call it in this because it's obviously not a Chevy. It's a
Lizard.
Like
I don't have my
lizard.
shirt on either. Lizard. I couldn't find it before we were getting ready here. So I got my Junkman Adventures.
How do I change the damn view? There we go.
Well, that I know. You press down on the one stick. You know that.
Are these charging ports on the bottom?
I have no idea.
Let's see.
Then there's like a battery thing right there.
Yeah, it needs AAA's. I don't have any.
Except I got a buddy that clicks shift with, no, what was it? The shift hurts his pinky finger. It's sort of a baby. A lot of people use controller users, so they sorry.
I can't use anything but I'm so used to a joystick and
Yeah.
with everything else I play. Because actually, before I come on here, I play one round of Galaxian. See if I can beat my past high score.
You know, like, there you go. Like, yeah, then they're being here. Down.
Tractors don't have mirrors.
Bottom.
Happened.
So you click A, turned it off, turn it on. Go at the top. Turn it on.
It's on off.
Turn it on.
Oh, we want it off.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, the top left.
Uh-oh.
You ran out of fertilizer, but that's okay.
Did I? Oh shoot! I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
That's okay. That's okay. You just keep going.
Well, no, I'm out of seed, so anything in the.
No, you're not.
Using the view out.
You're just out of fertilizer.
You want that at like 200 though.
No, it's the little seed bag.
No, it's the fertilizer is on top. The seed is on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
But this game doesn't have good driving, so you just set it to like that. You're on keyboard.
So Swanee, do you have this weekend off, or or you just got off early tonight and you have to go in tomorrow?
Oh, I'm close to the keyboard.
Thank you.
We're gonna have a strip down the middle of this field that wasn't fertilized, so grow is good.
It's all right.
No, I know. If you did this in real
It'll be
life,
all right.
you'd be able to tell where you didn't fertilize. I think I can get.
Do
Yeah.
you work second shift, Swanee? I can't quite remember. I thought so. I don't.
Gonna be down
Oh, okay.
your way.
I see why you can't go to that concert unless you had vacation time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I kind of thought that was a band that you, or at least one of the bands that you'd be interested in seeing. But
You tried. Give up.
and I've seen them before.
Which group is this?
Lacuna Coil.
I've never heard.
They're doing another U.S. tour. And their Fear Factory's opening for them.
Over there.
And they're coming to Lincoln, and tickets went on sale today, so I already bought mine. It's on a Wednesday night though, so I was like, man, I don't usually, unless I really want to see a band, I don't really like to go on the weekdays so much.
Yeah,
But
it
I'm
won't be
just like,
crowded.
oh, it will be, because it's a college town. It's in Lincoln.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that'll be a hot shot like we used to do in the past. Remember?
No, because I'm gonna take Thursday off.
Oh, okay. Remember going to
I can't.
Shakers? That made me think of
I
that.
can't. That place is tore down.
I know it is, but I remember. You know, I remember the trip there. An interesting phone call. I also remember when we were there.
I love the rest in peace there.
I was telling that story to some coworkers a while back.
Yeah, I remember someone having a crazy girlfriend, that he didn't really care for, so he passed his phone off to a bunch of us.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yep. I was trying to think of that. Who was that? That
we
wasn't
lose Derek again.
Is that the Ravenna
No, I'm
gal?
still here.
Is that the Ravenna gal? Can't remember.
Okay, we got one more field to plant.
Okay, well I'm gonna be low on seeds. So.
Here,
Hop out.
Yep.
Okay, you get
it
me filled
magically
up.
got filled.
Huh?
It's magically filled.
Okay. Well, that's what I figured. I wouldn't know what buttons to push, so all right, I'll follow you.
And like you're worried about the strip.
Yeah, no. No, I just was like in real life it would wouldn't grow as
Oh, didn't it? Why didn't it do it? It should have. There it goes. All gone.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I see. All right. We got back.
Into the world.
I think I changed
But
it to the wrong.
Swanee, wasn't it who was that Ravenna gal? Who was that? This wasn't that one, right? You seem to meet the weirdest girls. Man, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, you got more stories now? Okay, well, I guess you could tell a few in the chat. It'll be immortalized ever. Well, until Twitch.
What was that?
Oh well, you probably can't tell those.
Yeah,
you know what? We could do it on Kick.
Yeah,
We could do
if
it
I
on
could get
Kick.
my
Anything goes on
if
Kick.
I could get my Kick working, I would.
I'd shut down YouTube, switch over to Kick, and then you could. But you'd have to hop into Discord and chat with us. Actually, hell, if you're not doing anything, you could join right in.
Yeah, you could just you don't have to be playing. Just jump in and talk. What are you doing, Derek?
Watching the kid drive the truck around.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Since you're here, this new video from Junkyard Digs. They're messing around with some more boats, and it sure felt like one of your adventures. They got a boat for, well, nearly free, but needed a whole new lower end. It had a 4-cylinder Mercruiser in it, so like that little GM 4-banger
Probably.
or something.
Yeah.
It ran, but needed all the bellows and the rubber stuff in there. He was trying to get it going in one day, and he's like, well, thank God I didn't just put this in the water, because it would have just took on water, because the rubbers were all shot. Oh, and then the
they don't leak as bad as you think. The rubbers, I got a 3-inch tear in my
here's the
boat now.
big deal. The hydraulics for the trim didn't work, and I don't know. I guess there's a hard line that goes through there. And I guess on this model or whatever, I don't know if this is common or not. You tell me. You basically had to take off pull the engine to get this line that goes through it. Apparently,
could be. I think that's the end of the world too.
But anyway, it was kind of funny. It like I said, it reminded me. I still, if we had if we had the video cameras at that time, we were all okay. When we weren't stuck, we were delayed. But Jody was with, maybe Brad, Becky was too. But anyway, Jody was telling me about this because we were just talking. It was over 4th of July and stuff, and talking about boating. And she says, "Oh," and she brought it up. She says, "Oh, I remember that time we were out with Derek and you guys had the motor all torn on the water." And I didn't really think about it at the time, but it's like we could have been stuck there. I was like, but he says, "You see," but it seemed like you guys knew what you were doing. I says, "Well, yeah, we just, because we were had to rope start it, and
yeah, that was a cantankerous deal.
Yeah, well, and then remember later,
operation.
Well, and then remember later, we figured out why the thing was so hard to tune and start and all that, as the bearings were gone. But God, that was like months or a year later or something. I remember you finally pulled the flywheel or something, or I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But then the bearing
had
was
a crank seal out or something.
Yeah, the bearings was in pieces though. Well, there we go. There we go. Swan's in here, or trying to.
Okay.
He answered the call anyways.
Yo,
Yeah, there we go.
What's up?
The whole gang's
What's
back
up?
together.
all right, you ready for one story?
Yes, yes. Tell us something. Keep it PG because I am on
Oh, yeah.
YouTube.
Okay,
We'll
anyways.
do it when we can be on Kick, and then anything goes, because that's where all the hot tub streamers and the topless. Well, I don't know if they're topless, but the bikini cooking shows are. I kid you not, it's a thing. Anyway, go ahead with your story.
This happened like, oh man, must have been like 6-7 years ago, but I was talking to this girl and we agreed to go on a date during the work night. I'm like, yeah, I'll take you out to dinner. And she asked me to come pick her up since she didn't have a car.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, that was a red flag right away. And I was like, screw it. But anyways, I go to her place, and of course it's a trailer house.
That ain't always nothing.
Well, I mean, it's
We had
a
a lot of
dump.
fun in a trailer house once.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. But
I recently
anyways,
bought another one.
I text her to tell her I'm here. I'm here to pick you up. Then she asked me to come inside.
Okay.
I'm like, aren't we going on a date? Well, I'm not ready yet. Just come on inside. I'm like, oh, this is
kind of a deer
not
pet.
right. But anyways, I go inside and she's in sweatpants. And her kids are there.
Well,
She's like, hey, meet my kids.
all right, but I guess sweatpants. Where were you guys planning on going?
Oh, just to Seward.
Nowhere. The babysitter didn't show up.
Mm.
And she's like, well, make yourself at home while I get ready. I'm like, okay. So I sit uncomfortably on the couch with her kids.
Yeah.
And they're kind of staring at me. This is so uncomfortable. And she sits back down,
How old are these kids?
like teenagers.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, God.
Okay. You're like, oh, you gonna go bang my mom later?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so
And then we proceed to watch TV. I'm like, aren't we going out on a date? Oh, let's just hang out here. I'm like, okay. Then her kids go to bed. Or her kids started fighting, like throwing punches and shit. Like, fucking, like it's like a fucking brawl. And I'm like, God damn, I want to get the fuck out of here. Then I start scheming my way out.
yeah.
Then she's like, I'm feeling tired. You want to go into bed with me? And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. This is a fucking train wreck. Might as well get laid.
Yeah.
Fuck it. So I go into bed with her, and she just wants to sleep. No hanky panky, nothing. She just wants to sleep, and she falls asleep right away. And
She didn't fall asleep on your arm, did
she did. And
So
she started farting in her sleep.
this is a totally Coyote Ugly story.
And I'm sitting there trying to inch my arm out from under her neck or whatever. And I eventually left in the middle of the night.
Obviously, the kids didn't hear you get leave. Now, how did you meet? Okay, now, all right, that's great. But how did you meet her?
Oh, online dating.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it
Yeah.
was like work acquaintance or something. Or
Say
friend.
this has a Tinder kind of feel to it.
Okay. Well, hey,
POF. POF.
thank God we got married before all that stuff.
No shit.
Oh, and the entire
I
time we
couldn't
were
do it.
watching TV, I started looking at this picture above the TV, And at first I thought it was a picture of Jesus,
Okay.
kind of majestically looking at the sky.
Okay.
I thought nothing of it, but I started looking at it again, and it's like, man, this is kind of weird. It looks weird. Then I got a closer look of it. It's Chuck Norris.
Oh, man.
It's like, what
That
is
was a
Chuck
tweaker
Norris?
experience right there.
What is Chuck Norris doing above your TV, looking all majestic and shit?
Fucking Chuck Norris. He always looks majestic.
Yeah.
It's like,
Chuck Norris show pretty funny.
I enjoy the Chuck Norris joke.
Well, you know what, Swan? I'm glad to hear that you haven't changed too much.
Yep, that's definitely a Swan story. That's no doubt.
I didn't get much sleep that night because I was miserable.
Hopefully, you didn't tell anybody at work that you were going on a date. You know, so they weren't asking you the next day, "How'd it go? How'd it go?"
No.
Okay.
You were the drive-thru?
Now, was this like this was online dating, but was this like Tinder? Now, is this a typical? I don't know.
No, this is POF, and yes, it's typical.
Okay. Because I always want, because like Tinder
Train
or
wrecks.
whatever, I figure nobody's there to like really find anybody. It's just hookup. I mean, I assume.
Oh yeah.
And I guess there's nothing wrong with that if you understand what you're getting into. But like otherwise, what's the point? But oh yeah, you know, thank God we got all that out of our system. no offense, Swan. I mean, it's have fun
it's
while you
fine.
can. I mean, it's
That's where the other stories come in.
I'm sure.
Especially in Omaha, that was wild.
Well, that's the thing. Well, because you're in a bigger city, so most of them probably can be fairly local.
Hold on. Consider the fact that I now live in the Ozarks. You should come visit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, party
Oh, yeah.
or whatever and all that.
Fuck yeah.
Oh no, not Party Cove and stuff. That's like the rational people that come for the vacation-y time. We're talking about the locals. The ones with 3 teeth live in a trailer
I was
house.
gonna say, don't they have?
My internet guy
Aren't
was
they a little
looking at my
inbred?
internet. Some of them maybe. Like my internet guy was telling me he's put fiber into a tent before.
Not a cardboard box.
And I believe him. That's the thing. I don't even doubt that. Like I'm sure that happened.
I want to drive.
Right.
Well, then drive something.
I want to drive.
Why won't it drive? You broke it.
Yeah, maybe.
Aaron broke it.
No, that's probably because he doesn't have permissions. Yeah, you don't have permissions to anything.
Oh, we're not allowed to do
Stop.
shit.
Soon, you guys.
That's it. I ain't working here anymore.
Yeah.
People suck.
It's like my farm sim in real life. We're
Mhm.
standing on the hood of the tractor.
All right, you should now.
I took a little video, but I think I only did it on the Snapchat of driving around on the boat, dragging a 20-foot ramp in the water. It was a good time.
Does it have like a parking brake?
No, you should
No.
just press the right trigger.
It says attach.
Swan,
Here,
since you're on the
pop
call
out-
now, I was
Pop out a
asking you.
second.
I was asking you, did you get your
Oh, it's
computer
because I
going?
got it's because I got a UPS on. Now try it.
Oh.
There it goes. Oh, you lost a piece. Or two.
What farm sim are you guys playing? The new one?
It's 22.
22. Yeah.
Did you get your computer
think
going or
that's
that
free.
graphics card fixed?
Oh yeah, I bought a new one
Okay.
and sold the old one. I got a computer guy.
You know,
Aren't
a guy.
you the computer guy?
No, I have a guy that sells computer
Oh,
parts and
okay.
makes builds. Yeah, so I sell it to him.
Tweakers around here do that shit without boards.
My tweaker gloves are mad flat twice.
Yeah, yeah. One of them burned their house down twice.
I'm making.
Looking like it.
I'm assuming. They kept
I'm
reporting it as an electrical fire.
I'm getting more stuff for my gaming room. It's going to be even twice as better now.
Yeah, you got to send some more pictures of that. I mean, it looked pretty good. What I saw.
Oh
Of
God!
course, you
I
have.
had
Of course,
people
you
over
have that
here.
one. Some of those anime statues, or whatever. That worries me. You don't have one of those.
There's no anime. There's no
Yeah.
anime.
There isn't. You don't have one of those waifu pillows or whatever.
No, I have no anime in this room.
Okay. I thought.
Just played the odds on that one there, didn't you, John?
Well, I still ever see in one picture, and you had the neon light.
It's Overwatch. One was
Overwatch. Maybe that's what. Well, I don't know. It was anime. It's all the same to me.
I gotcha.
No.
Yeah, I got an extra TV in here. I'm getting an extra Xbox and a PC in here.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be gaming central.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You have to get set up, and then have to
Roll the tractor
maybe play
too.
with us or something. I don't do those first-person shooters. I suppose I could. I mean, I don't know. Not my. I'd have to buy it.
I don't know. The boy here got a pretty neat flight sim thing that was fun. It's in the VR.
Is it at Microsoft Flight?
Had time to do gaming thing. I might play it.
Heck, did you?
Well, looky here. Farming Simulator 22. Install. Free.
Who's Larry? Body development the same. Ah, gosh, here it is. Larry lives in Wichita, Kansas.
That's the question of the night. Who's Larry?
Harry.
No,
Larry
his name's
Engel.
Chris too.
No, not that Larry.
And we could go down.
Oh,
We could get the road trip snacks out and go down memory lane.
Chris too.
Oh, did you get it? Oh, yay. We got the pickup flip back over.
Run
Is
into
that
it with
why
the
you-
tractor.
Is that why
Yeah,
he
that's where
stole
the
a
tractor
He
went.
took the tractor to go flip the pickup over rather than just hit
Tractor's in field
reset.
13, he says.
They gotta restart the server.
Why do we have to restart the server?
Not you, Larry.
Who is Larry and why does he have to restart the server?
Well, they're building a server somewhere in Wichita, apparently.
Well, no, they're building a server on 5M.
They're building a server on. Can you hear Aaron in the background here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's building a 5M. And every time they add a script, they gotta restart the server. And then he leaves and like restarts his 5M and then gives us a notification on Steam.
Oh no, you're gonna get hit by a pickup. Ah! Oh, I did.
Never know who did it.
Oh, there we go. It's like a modern
Except-
version of the
Except
mighty
for the
Nissan.
names right above the pickup.
Right.
You needed to change that to say Larry. Then think somebody hijacked our server.
Awesome. Yeah, something.
Probably should go inside.
Right. You could look at the radar, I guess.
What's the thing stated? You guys should give us a semi and a trailer for no particular reason.
No.
Okay.
Me and my buddy
Now
Larry.
you just left the tractor out.
Me and Larry were playing Farming Simulator, and he flipped my tractor over, so I went and got a semi and a trailer, put it in the tractor. It was like he was plowing something on my trailer, and I went and dumped it in the lake.
Yeah.
There you go. You have a semi and a trailer.
Now I need a flatbed. Now I'm gonna go buy a bunch of pigs.
What are we
You
gonna
have
do with pigs?
you have permissions now. You can afford to. You should be able to do that stuff now. I fixed the problem.
Get horses, you can ride them. Here we go. Now we have some weight.
Well, he didn't hook up any of the hoses. How's that trailer moving?
I know.
Engine.
Yeah.
Oh, I started watching Twisted Metal today.
Is it good? I haven't seen it yet.
Is that
I
based
got
on the
like
game?
I turned it on at lunch for a minute, so I got like the first episode. But yeah, it
I'll
feels
be
like
right
it's
back.
gonna have some promise.
Is that like
We'll
based on the
see.
game?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
it's all the
it's-
game. There's a copy of the game referenced in the first like 3 minutes.
Huh.
To
sort
the
of.
Is
PS2
this
because
like
it's
on
like
Netflix or something?
post-apocalypse and shit.
No,
I
it's
think
on
it's on
Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah.
Ah, shoot, I don't have that anymore.
It's $5, and then you could have watched the motocross races.
Yeah, but see, Comcast, was giving it to me for free, and then they were like, "We're gonna take it away from you. You gotta pay $5." And I don't want to give Comcast anymore.
You moved that tractor quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't give Comcast any money. I give
Well,
it to
back up
Peacock.
and hit the pickup.
Well, Comcast owns NBC, owns Peacock.
Oh.
I'm pretty. I swear it's on the D-pad.
And they're kind of woke, so I don't. But again, my internet is through them, so because they're the only real option.
All right, I'll be back. The dog finally told me that she wants back in. She's only been out there for half an hour.
I don't know, Swan. You got any good work stories of anybody crashing tools and stuff? Okay, we'll play our own Twisted Metal right here. Oh.
They got all the way to the ice cream truck in the first one.
Okay, see, I was.
Well, that's one of the big draws for it. They got it's supposed to be Samoa Joe, a wrestler that's playing.
I'm missing you a lot.
Yeah,
that
people
one.
do. Grandpa's got a couple trucks been fucked up that way.
Here, let me help you get out and jackknife.
I'm sitting here watching a demo derby.
Except they're like New Yorkers. Nothing gets hurt.
Yeah.
Never can do real that. It's not cross-platform.
I think we do real life go-kart Twisted Metal with like paintball or something.
I think we do UFC fights with some tweakers.
Yeah.
They all get to do as much drugs as they want.
I mean, that's the Bum Fights channel. That shit exists. You see it in Portland.
I was gonna push the trailer on. Oh no, no. Oh.
But you're doing it from the wrong end.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
It seems to be working.
Yeah.
Talking mad and wheeling and semi.
No
I can
shit.
make the audience dizzy doing. Uh-oh.
Semi.
I win.
Now you're getting mashed. Oh.
Let's see if we can tip the trailer over. Oh, there we go. Got it. Oh, there we go. If you want to hook up to your trailer again, I untipped the trailer.
I'm busy. Can't use the trailer.
Busy annoying a tractor.
Okay. I'm good.
You're the road tractor.
Well, these tractors, they have V12 Detroits in them. They're 8.
Made 11
12
horsepower.
V9
Give me that
to
green. I like this max.
Oh, you got more power than me.
This is all a good example of why we're on this map because you guys can screw around all you want, and then I can, at
Just
the end of the day,
just
control
reset
the
it.
chaos. We won't reset it, but I can kind of
Or yeah,
fix things as I need to. That Nebraska map, I could kind of do it, but not completely. Some of the features I need to do it wouldn't work as well. That thing doesn't move against a little pickup like that.
no.
Are we just sitting here in a
Yeah, I think we're just screwed.
semi now?
Wish I could can't
He
ride.
didn't even give you a hat for your bald
Well,
head.
that's what I was gonna say. I guess it wanted to be realistic.
You and John almost look identical.
I know. I was
except
gonna
for
say
the
you chose
faces
the same like character clothes or whatever.
and the gloves. The gloves are the only other thing in the
Yeah.
hat.
Well, that's why in my real life videos I had the gloves. Well, I don't know. I suppose. Are we done here?
Well, you guys looked like you were having fun, so I
Yeah.
was just letting it
Well,
go.
I'm about done with that. So
It is about that time of night.
yeah, about an hour, half.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
Yep.